Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 14 of the Gobcast. Now, today, we're coming in hot. You guys are seeing the intro right now. You didn't see the 2 shots we took before the camera started rolling, okay? We're excited for today's episode. I am thrilled to be here with you all again, the 14th week in a row, okay? Listen, we're going to be at 140 pretty soon at this rate. But today's guest is a very special one, okay? You guys might be wondering, who am I going to get in for this episode? Normally, I get people from the cannabis industry, or I get arms dealers, or I get some crazy motherfuckers in. And we got a crazy motherfucker here today, but one that most of you might not be familiar with. We have our building's maintenance maestro, Freddy, up in the house today to talk to us all about his life. He's going to tell us about being a maintenance guy. He's going to tell us what brought him to that point, and he's going to tell us all about himself as well. We have a very interesting episode because not only is Freddy the building's maintenance guy, but what brought him to being the building's maintenance guy is arguably more interesting. Freddy has quite the history. I've been told that he had experience with cocaine dealing in his past. He got in a little trouble, but he figured it out and became the building's maintenance man, okay? And he has done some shit here. He has raided drug dens. He has kicked people's doors in and has video proof. And we're going to talk about all of that and watch the video proof on today's episode of the Gobcast. Welcome back, week number 14, and Freddy, thank you for coming out, man. This is going to be a fun one.
Hey, a good one.
This episode is different, okay? Going into an episode, normally I prepare by doing my research. I go online, I watch past interviews, I go on Google, maybe there's a Wikipedia, maybe there's a website. But Freddy, you're a low-profile guy.
Yeah.
You're a dude who, I couldn't really research going into this. Luckily, Josefo, who you guys are familiar with, seems like he's pretty good friends with you, yeah?
Yeah, he is.
And you actually also had played a big part in building the set that we're at right now.
Yeah, as we speak, we set all this up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, give your props to Freddy because he's a big part of why we're sitting here right now. This stuff you see around here, this man built with his own 2 hands right here.
Yeah.
The fucking man. Now, Freddy, for everyone watching at home that's not familiar with you, has never seen you before, doesn't know who you are, how would you describe who you are today?
Oh, man. I don't know, better person now.
Okay.
A whole better person. My point of view is somewhere else now. It's not like where I used to have it. Where I can't focus anymore. Now I'm focused where I want to go, and I got to do something. I'm on it.
Yep. You seem like a very level-headed guy right now.
I am. I'm very self-centered. Very focused.
Yep.
I leave all the bullshit on the side. I don't pick up on nothing I shouldn't be picking up on,
Yeah.
So I put myself in the mindset on my own, so.
Have you always been that way?
I made myself that way.
Okay.
I made myself that way because I wouldn't carry along so good in my mind.
Yep.
And I just started telling myself, fuck this, I'm going to do it on my own. I can do it. I don't need nobody's help. Self-centered myself, and I push. I like to hustle.
Yep. So I heard, at least one of the things I heard about you, because I've heard a lot. Josefo likes you. He loves to talk about you, all right?
Yeah.
And I've heard that you had a bit of a troubled past.
Yeah, where I grew up at. I was born and raised in Compton.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for the riots.
Really?
So I lived.
What was that like, growing up in the riots?
Oh man, I was part of it.
Really? It's been long enough. You can talk about that now.
Yeah, I can talk about it. Mom, dad working. I remember a call, 7 a.m. You guys ain't going to school. Shit, why not? Don't go outside. Don't do this. Don't do that. You hear cars screeching, people running. Go grab this. Go grab. We look out the window. Riots. People running. I ignored the call. I went outside, brought the whole house some groceries, clothes, stuff, part of it, ran out there. And yeah, that's, where I started picking up on stuff. You start seeing everything, the way stuff works, and people out there kind of pick up what you think is right, pick up what you know it's wrong, and something that's going to defend you, you pick it up and go.
So the riots, I wasn't even alive for the riots. I was born in 1999. So I'm a young motherfucker. I don't really know very much outside of, I remember hearing about the rooftop Koreans. The motherfuckers on the roofs defending their stores. How widespread were the riots across LA? Like, how big of an area did that cover?
Oh man, it was different cities, everywhere. Everybody was drawing mayhem. right where we lived at, we were like right in the heart where everybody, we had gun stores, grocery stores, tire shops, mechanic shops. Everybody was hitting all that.
Really?
Yeah, man, it was no joke.
How scary was that? Like just watching all that happen in your city?
For the first time, you panic. You're just like,
Yep.
what the hell's going on? You see people running around crazy, loading up their trucks.
Yep.
Guys in the back with sticks, sitting in the back of the truck, and you're just out there like, what the hell's going on?
Yep.
And until after you start realizing what's really going on, you're just like, holy crap.
How old were you at that point?
I was about 9, 10.
Oh, so you were super young.
We were young,
Yeah.
we were young.
Damn, so were you just like kind of hiding out in the house? Like, shit.
I was out there in the grocery store.
Oh,
bringing
you
back
were-
a cart with groceries with
Yeah.
my buddies. I had a couple of buddies that were like 5, 6 years older than me.
Getting all the chips.
We were following their brothers.
Yeah.
So we're like right there, right behind them, getting chips, soda, snacks, everything. We loaded up a grocery cart. We went home. The beating was well worth it. I had food every day at the house after that beating. My parents told me don't go out. I went out, came back, but then
You only got beat that one day, but you
Yeah.
got to eat for a lot of
oh
days.
yeah,
Fucking
man.
worth it right there.
It was worth it.
So what was the police response to the riot? Like, were they outside of the grocery
Oh,
store, or were they nowhere to be
Man,
found?
Yeah, when they attended, it was mayhem. Gas bombs, rubber bullets, squad team, everything. It was crazy. It was top notch. Shooting everywhere.
Damn.
Everything, bro.
That's terrifying. I've never been around anything like that. How long did it take for that to kind of like settle down?
It went for a couple of days.
Damn.
It was going for a couple of days. People were going crazy. After the beating from that one day, the next day you start worrying because then people were jumping into the houses too.
Yeah, the
Burning
stores are
stuff,
empty
burning
now.
the stores, lighting the cars on fire. You see people throwing tequila bottles with the igniters in the back to the stores.
Yup.
It's just like, holy shit,
It's getting active.
So, it was getting active. It did last a few days,
Mm-hmm.
weeks, still going back and forth. But, yeah, it was I lived it up, born and raised in Compton, right in the heart of all the mess.
So outside of the riots, what was your childhood like otherwise growing up in Compton?
It was pretty cool. Never had an issue, thank God. Family was always good, well kept up, always honest like a parent should be, but I wanted to fuck around.
Yeah.
I can't, people say, it's my parents' fault. Bullshit. It's all lies. I chose it. I went out.
Yep.
I just wanted to mess around. So my childhood was always skating, biking, BMXing and stuff like that.
Yep.
One thing led to another. Started messing around.
So at what point do you think you really progressed from just kind of being a kid and doing your skating to really getting into real trouble?
First time really getting in trouble, age of 13.
Okay.
13, hanging around with the older buddies.
Yep.
First one was stolen car, GTA.
That was the first time you got in
First
trouble?
time, that's when I
That's a
learned-
crazy crime to get your first, arrest
I learned
for.
how to drive that first time, man, on a standard car without knowing shit, barely reaching the pedals, sitting in front of the steering wheel, trying to manage and have the car jumping, but we made it.
What kind of car was it?
I think it was a Toyota Supra.
Ooh.
Toyota Supra that we got.
Damn.
I
Okay.
left his keys in there, and we said, sorry, thank you.
A Supra is a
Already?
crazy first car to learn on to.
Yeah, first car is nice cars. Nice cars.
So what drove you to decide to do that?
When you're young, you're actually just not thinking.
Yeah.
You're not thinking. You're just like, fuck it, let's go do this. You want to have fun.
Yep.
And I got it like as a joke. And it's like, oh, this shit's fun. It's fun. It was my first time ever taking the car. After that, I took my parents' car because I thought I knew how to drive.
Yep.
But that was my first time. That's where I learned on that car. But yeah, you get into it. You get like, oh shit, I can drive. It
Yeah.
makes you feel like a man. Yeah.
Yep. You're a real adult now. You're
Yeah,
doing all the big kid shit.
Yeah, but it was crazy. It was a little crazy.
So what ended up happening with the car after you took it?
Well, we kept it for a week.
Okay.
We kept it for like 6 days.
Where'd you park
driving
it
up
at?
In the street, like it was ours. We just parked in front of the house. The next buddy, can I borrow it? Take
Yep.
it. He
Toss the
parked in front
keys
of his
over.
house. There goes the keys. Filled
Yep.
it up with gas all the time, full tank.
Yeah.
Those dollar prices were good,
Hey,
So,
top the gas off at least.
Top it off, yeah. And yeah, till we got caught. We were out there burning tire, and that's how they got us.
Oh, so you were getting loud with it, making
Yeah,
noise,
at
screeching
the
tires,
end, yeah.
and that's how you got caught.
Yeah.
So you think you maybe could have gotten away with it if you didn't go out and drive reckless?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could have. We got away with quite a few.
Was stealing cars like a very common thing around, Compton around that age?
Back in the day, it was.
Mhm.
Everybody wanted to have a nice car. Everybody was missing parts, so they would go pick one out from the street.
Yep.
You want to fix yours up,
Yep.
And back in the day, it was. It was.
They
a
didn't
bit
have any of that
popular.
anti-theft shit.
You go to the junkyard, you didn't find your parts. You go outside, and you pick the one you want.
Yep.
And it's a little crazy. It was intense.
So being 13, once you got caught and you got arrested, I'd imagine, what kind of actual like penalties came from that?
They did incarcerate me. You go to juvie.
Really?
Yeah, you go to juvie. I was in there for about 6 months.
You did 6 months in juvie at 13?
Yeah.
Damn, what was that like?
It was pretty crazy. It's kind of like being incarcerated, but you just with more kids your
Mhm.
age. It's just being in jail, being in there. You're still going to class, you're still doing stuff, and they keep you on the program, keep going. But I caught everything as a game. I was
Yep.
like, whatever. I didn't care.
Yep.
I kept fighting in there, fighting outside. Making it worse on myself.
Yep. So you were still getting in trouble while you were in juvie.
While I was in juvie, yeah.
Did they like prolong your sentence for anything you did, or?
They did a few times, so
Oh.
went up a little bit, an extra month, extra 2 months. They
It's
added
fucked
more
up.
stuff to the program, but it's like they say, you live and learn.
Yep.
So I got to clean some stuff up, some you can't clean.
Yep.
But
I feel like going to juvie at that young of an age would really like kind of force you to grow up very quick and like change who you are,
it does. It makes you think about little stuff here and there.
Yep.
You come out, you go back with your friends, you forgot that you thought about that.
Yep.
You're just like, fuck, I'm outside.
Yeah,
Let's
once you're
go.
outside, you forget about
Yeah,
all
you forget about
all the
the
logical
shit
thoughts you
did.
had.
You start having to swig here,
Yep.
smoke here, do this here, and you're just like on the go again.
So would you say that who you were as a kid before you went into juvie was different than who you were when you got out?
I would say yeah. I was aggressive as a regular kid.
Mhm.
I was just always aggressive, but I think I got more aggressive being more in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think they? Because I mean, 6 months of juvie at 13 is really like, that's a lot, even for Grand Theft Auto. And I have friends who did the same kind of crimes around the same age and didn't go to jail, but they were white. Do you think it was like a race thing that played into why you did 6 months?
Probably. I'm dark.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's how the police are.
Yeah, sometimes they work that way. We got caught with other stuff in the car
Yep.
too. But yeah, it could be. Back in the day, that's how they played it.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
They see color and they're just like, all right, go.
And there was way less oversight over that
And,
kind of
yeah,
stuff
there
back
was
then.
Way more over that.
Yep. So after you got out of juvie, were you just kind of right back at being, getting into trouble?
I came back, kicked it for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Parents didn't want to let me out now. They moved me out of the state. Sent me to Texas with my aunt.
Oh.
Hated the shit out of it, by the way. I'm sorry for the Texans.
Yep.
I don't like
Hey,
their
I'm not a
weather.
Texan. I take no offense.
I don't like it. Their weather sucks.
Bro, it's so
Living,
hot.
houses, property, it's nice, but I gotta stay in LA.
You got the humid-ass weather.
Yeah.
The property
stinky
taxes are fucked over
taxes.
there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, it's too much.
Like, you don't pay state income tax, but it comes around.
Yeah,
It comes around.
It does.
Yep. They gonna get their money. Oh, man. I think I'm getting audited this year, actually. I got a letter from the IRS today, so I
Oh.
haven't opened it yet. I'm kind of scared.
Let me
Hey.
know. I even got people for that.
Oh, you got a plug for that?
Legit.
My fucking man.
Legit.
I'm going to bang your line for that. I'm probably going to need that.
And it's the neighbor, too.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you were getting in trouble pretty young. At what age did you start getting high?
12.
Oh, so even before the car
Yeah,
thing
Before the
happened.
car, I tried the weed first.
Uh-huh.
Got me out there going. It's
Yep.
the best thing I could have done. Smoke some weed, chill out, relax, go out, skate, bike,
Yep.
mess around, call the buddies, let's go do this, let's go do that. And we were out and about.
Yep.
That was the first time I tried the weed. Almost hitting 13, did a little bit of blow.
Oh, wow.
And,
so you got right into it.
I got straight into it.
Was there coke in your household growing up?
Not in the household, but at the same time, yes.
Okay.
You know, family members. We used to push. So
It was close. It was close
it
proximity.
was very close, where I can just reach over and be like, "This is for me, thank you," and just walk out.
Yep. So you said family members pushed. When you were younger, do you just kind of view that as like a normal job?
Yeah, because at the moment, you know, they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But you're looking at everything, you're just like, all right, and it starts clicking. You know, people start noticing in the streets, and hey, what's up with your uncle? What's up with this? I was like, hold on, let me start asking them what's up. And so I got into it, and I found out what it was, and I was like, thank you for showing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So you smoked weed, and then you did cocaine pretty shortly after. Did you have a preference over weed or coke?
You know what? The weed when I want to chill.
Yep.
Yeah. When I want to be out late at night, coke. You know, keep me up and going. But my preference would be weed.
That's the way to go right there.
Coast it down.
That's the fucking way to go.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm taking a bong rip, actually.
Oh,
So close for you.
That.
Oh, yeah.
Cuckoo bang. There you go.
Watch the base of it.
Yeah, right there.
There we go. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're smoking along with me, drop a comment. Let me know what strain you're smoking. We got a bong pack for you as well, Freddy. That's actually my personal Swiss Perk bong. And I gave you the clean one, as you guys can see. I'm hitting the dirty motherfucker right here.
Clean.
Yes, sir. Now, it packed in there right now, we got the OG, which, by the way, I know you guys are going to love this label. The Make OG Great Again. Okay? OG's been kind of rare lately, as you guys know. People out here are starting to try to discover those genetics again. But the problem is, OG has not been grown in so long or bought in so long by really anybody that no one has the fucking genetics anymore. So is this really OG? I don't fucking know. But we're going to get high either way. Cheers, everybody. Yo.
Oh.
Dead ass. You are the first guest on the show that's actually taken a bong rip. Which is incredible. And that kind of irritates me, too. We are 14 episodes in. And Freddy's the first one to have the balls to come in here and take a fat fucking rip. I got respect for that, Freddy. I got love for that.
Yeah.
So, back to what we were talking about. So, you were around cocaine and weed at a young age, 12, 13, really getting into it. Do you remember what your first time getting stoned was like?
Man. The first time I didn't even feel it. I just remember I
me
was
too.
always out and about. Didn't know what was the feeling. But God damn, I got hungry. I got thirsty and hungry. And that's I do remember that because I was always like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I got to go buy this. I was always just snacks, but I was always in the mood. I've always wanted to like keep going and going. But it's after I started feeling the effect, I was like, all right, this is weed. Cool. this is the shit. This is what I want.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Especially when you're younger. It just hits a little different.
Oh,
you know?
hell yeah.
So, did you go to jail during any of your time gangbanging after juvie?
Oh, yeah, I was always in and out, fighting cases and stuff, Always did a lot of stuff.
How much time you think total you spent, like, incarcerated?
Straight, beating the case, I was actually fighting a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And I ended up doing around 6.
Fuck.
Yeah, around there.
Damn.
In and out.
That's terrible.
2 years fighting cases and stuff, yeah.
That's terrible. That's got to have an impact on you for sure, like doing that much time in and out.
Yeah, it does. It does. It affects you from being outside. A lot of people was like, I'm not going to lie, it was fun when I was doing it. I liked it. But then it gets to a point where you're just like, what's up? Is this really what you want to keep on doing for the rest of your life? Or you want to see the bright side of it? Mm-hmm. It goes both ways. Either you even if you're doing it right, some shit's going to pop up someday. It's going to happen.
Yep.
But you start seeing the realistic side of it, you'll be like, fuck, it's nicer outside. Instead of staying in there seeing cocks out there. Fights.
Yeah.
This and that. And, people telling you what to do. No.
Yeah, it sounds terrible in there.
It can get pretty bad in there. You gotta, if you're going in there, you gotta be strong. If you're weak-minded, good luck, buddy.
Would you say it was difficult for you to adjust back to, like, living free after doing that much time in jail?
Yeah, because you adjust at a different type of environment, type of living and stuff like that. You don't get it the same. You're not gonna sleep comfy on a nice ass pillow, 5-inch mattress. You're getting a 2-inch mattress if that, and you're lucky if you're getting a 3-4 inch one.
Yep.
You're lucky if you're getting the pillow. You know, sometimes you get nothing. You're sleeping on flat metal, or you're sleeping on the floor concrete. You know,
Yep.
so it's just straight
That's terrible.
concrete slab.
It's crazy that our prison system is like that. Because if you
Yeah.
look, there's countries like I think it's the Netherlands, and dude, they give their prisoners like full apartment rooms. They have TVs and shit.
Yeah, they got everything. Now they got access to all that. Now they have better mattresses and stuff.
Oh,
like
that's
that,
good.
You know, but yeah, back in the days, good luck, buddy. Here you go. Get in there.
Sounds
Here
brutal.
goes your food. Toss it to the little box. Here you go.
Oh, how bad was
If
the
not, you
food?
can. I miss my food out here, bro. Hell yeah, food in there. It's cool because you're staying healthy. If you're coming from being an addict, a drug addict, whatever, you go in there, you clean yourself, completely turn around.
Yeah.
You know, you clean. You're completely clean. You get no drugs. Can you get them in there? Yeah, you can. But you want to go in there, you clean up, and when you're clean, you're like, oh shit, it's happening. I'm in here. And when you're in there, it's the food's it's watered down food, bro. Just straight clean food.
Oh,
The worst.
God.
The worst.
Was there ever any like good days in prison food?
If people were taking you your canteen and stuff, yeah, they were putting money on your books. You were eating good because then you go to the store, you buy your stuff, you know, you order stuff, you make your stuff, you know, you make your own
Ooh.
soups.
What would you make? Like, what was your favorite thing to make?
You gotta make sure you get a cup of noodles, ramens, mayonnaise,
Okay.
and start mixing up, throw
mayonnaise
pickles
up in there.
Oh yeah, man, you make your own drinks in there. You know, just you don't gotta get caught.
Damn.
Prunes, prunos.
Fuck. I mean, was commissary really taxing? I'd imagine on a lot of the stuff.
Sometimes you wouldn't get the food order, you know, because trustees would go through your bag, make your orders, hand them out. But then they knew not to mess up the food of certain people. For my first time, yeah, they kind of went through it, you know.
Fucked with you?
Yeah, fucked with me the first few times. After that, I was like, you know what, fuck this. I got to get all my shit. So we started fighting, you know. Like, hey, who's bringing my shit in?
Yep.
I want all my shit here, you know. And yeah, sometimes canteen was just like, you know, they were low on stuff, so you knew you were going to get that. So, but yeah, half the times, just at the beginning, they start taxing you, try to punk you for it. It's just like, no, if you let yourself, that's it. You fucked up.
Yeah, you can't allow that shit.
Yeah, you can't allow it to happen.
So you settled it. You just had to beat some dude's ass.
I had to ask questions.
fuck
I
'em
gotta
up?
ask
Oh.
questions, and then you do gotta. When you're down in county, it's a different way of running stuff, and then you gotta ask people for stuff and all that. I'm not really an asker. I don't like asking for stuff,
Yep.
especially if I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I started asking questions like, "Hey, what's up? Who's bringing the food? And who's bringing this? And who's bringing?" I'm missing a lot of shit. You know, and they squared it out. They did their thing. You know, they took care of it for me, and yeah, after that, I was just like a regular.
Damn. That's fucking nuts, dude. I can't imagine having to fight for just like your commissary, just like some chips and like ramen and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
there's times, you know, you gamble for your food
that's fucked
too.
up, man.
You know, you get
It's
to
fucked.
gamble for your food. If you gamble something, you better be able to back it up. Because if you
Yeah.
don't back it up and you're
If you're in
betting
debt,
and you're
you're in
beating,
trouble.
you're in debt. They're expecting their stuff on the next canteen day. You don't have it by the day you said, you're getting boobopped. You're getting your ass beat. For
Damn.
that.
How bad are they gonna fuck you up?
Oh, they're gonna fuck you up. They're gonna beat your ass. Yeah, because it's all your word in there. Fuck everything you promise. They don't care about promises. If you tell them this is what I'm doing, you better do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like don't fuck around.
Oh my god. Did you have a cool like cellmate, or did you have your own cell, or how'd that play out?
It was just a process for a while, but yeah, they put you in cellies and stuff. They'll put you with certain people. They'll mix you up, you know. But I was running Southside, so they put me with my people. All the
Oh.
gangbangers, like they segregate everything. They put you in certain areas.
So they put you together to keep it safer.
Yeah, because we're all still mixed in the same group, same cell and everything. But the same people that are shift stuff for you to segregate
Okay.
everybody. Yeah, just so they don't have
Yeah.
issues.
People
They still
getting-
have them regardless, but
Yep.
they don't catch you slipping. Everybody's sleeping together.
Did you, after you got out of jail, was there anyone that you like kept in contact with that like straightened up?
Very few people. Very few people. I lost a lot of people too. When I came out, it was like I was the only one out. I was like, holy shit, I'm starting fresh. So I
Yep.
came out, Started going back to everybody's house looking for people. Some of them are doing live. Some of them didn't even make it. Some of them were just out of the state. Some of them just, they just vanished out of nowhere, So a lot of people gone. I actually ended up keeping the guys I grew up with. The two of them never ended up gangbanging. So till this day, since we were 5 years old, we met down the same block.
Damn.
And we're still the homies till this day. Yeah.
Damn. At least some of your homies are
still
doing good,
Few. Yeah, they're still doing good.
That's good,
stuff,
At least you got some, but that's tough, dude. I mean, jail sounds fucked. That sounds
It's
absolutely
fucked.
fucked.
The system is fucked, bro.
Yeah, we need some prison reform, but that's probably not coming anytime soon, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So after you got done doing those, in and out 6 years and gangbanging, how did you get out of that life? Like, how did that process,
To be honest, I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna look for a job, and that's what I tried. That's all I did, and because of my background and my history, and I was still dressing all banged out, always bald.
And you were what, like 22 at that point? You had said
about like 18, 19.
Oh, okay.
I was already like, still, finishing.
You were still
up.
planning ahead.
Yeah,
doing your thing.
Ahead. Yeah. I went out. I was just like, I'm gonna start working.
Yep.
I got some money. The leftovers that I had, I went out, did some stuff with a couple of buddies. Like, hey, I need to make some quick cash just to survive. Buy me some tools.
Mm-hmm.
I said, fuck it, let's get started. I don't know shit, but I was like, I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But, I was always good with my hands. I was always doing stuff with my hands. So, even in the process, building my bikes, demolishing my mom's house, fixing stuff.
You were handy.
I was always handy with it.
Yep.
So I was just like, you know what, check this out. I'm just going to buy me some tools. Got me some cheap-ass tools from Sears. I still remember the old-school Sears off of Soto Street,
Fire.
Went in there, got me some clothes, tighter clothes, feeling uncomfortable as shit because I never wear tight clothes before. You're talking about 3X, 4X, Ben Davis, 213 crease on my shirts,
Yeah.
Nike Cortez, sock check all the way to the top,
Drip.
Yeah, just all gangbang. Shaved straight back,
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, just gangstered out.
I'm trying to picture it.
So every time I go back, everybody runs a background. Oh, your history is, oh, fuck. Can I sweep? I'll sweep. I'll do it for free. You guys check it out.
There you
No,
go.
we can't have you on the property. All right, cool, whatever, thanks. Next company. So I got some Koreans, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They got me. They're just like, Migo, what do you know how to do? Shit, I can clean. I can do this. Okay, when can you start? Right now. I had my mom's car. I took it. No permission. Again. Say, all right. They put me there. They actually put me to sweep. I cleaned the shit out of that warehouse, bro. Like, hey, you got to go. No, I'm almost done. He goes, Migo, you got to go. I wanted to stay there because I wanted to finish.
Mm-hmm.
That warehouse, I ended up doing their inventory.
Nice.
I organized the warehouse, cleaned the shit out of it. That same day, the guy got so frustrated with me because I guess he couldn't understand me. He's like, here's the keys, close. He left. Next day they come in. I didn't leave till like maybe 2 a.m. that night.
Damn.
Closed everything. I didn't know about alarms or nothing. I just remember putting the lock, rolling down the metal gate. Went back, was there. I saw the sign, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Be there at 7, knocking on the window. Hey, who are you? Another group was in there. And the guy was sleeping on the van. He comes out. Hey, Migo, keys. Oh, yeah, they're here. Migo, come. He takes me in. Hey, come inside. I was like, okay, we go in there. And I'm like, hey, good job. Everybody's saying, good job on everything. Fix the shit out. He goes, when, we're going to put you on payroll. When can you start? It's like, Migo, I don't have my license. I don't have this. I was like, at that point, I'm just telling him straight up, I just got out of jail. It's okay. We love your job. I was like, all right, cool, because I couldn't understand it because there's a group of people that had just brought their business from Korea out here.
Oh.
So they were establishing, it was a noodle company. So they were actually manufacturing the noodle, they were processing it and everything, putting it in the freezer, and then they had the dry product outside in racks and stuff. So it was pretty bad. I cleaned the hell out of it. They liked my work and they continued me there. But yeah, they were the first ones. And my second job, I made it in there till they moved out. Yeah, till they moved out.
They fucking held it down for you.
Yeah, so they held it down. But yeah, it was a while though, like going back and forth with them because of the background. Once they ran and they saw the shit I had, they put me even on pause on my second month because I guess they finally got the report. and they kept coming in. We're just like, fuck, amigo. Oh, we have to let you go. But it was cool. They let me go, and then they brought me back 6 months later because they needed me. But it was a struggle, but they were the first ones that actually opened up the door for me. So that kind of brought me in to agency. I went to an agency after, but I was just jumping around. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, that was like in and out from jobs. Backgrounds wouldn't let me get my work done.
Yeah, I mean,
I had to do it myself. Like find my way in, build that trust to them, And I had to change everything. I had to change character. I had to change my style of dressing just to get where I'm at, So sometimes just need it,
Yeah, I mean, it sounds damn near impossible to get a job with that kind of criminal record.
Yeah, especially when you're freshly out with no experience. You don't have anything. Like, what are you going to show as a reference? You have nothing. Who can we call? Fuck jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was incarcerated in here. Like, he just didn't do shit in here. Like, what are you going to do? But that kind of, I felt that they opened up that little path for me, though. It opened up that little door, that little leeway. And once I felt it, they called me back. I was already like 2 days here, 2 days here, 4 days here, like every day jumping around, just looking for work.
Just grinding.
Just trying to get it. So when they took me back, at the time I was already knocking on people's houses. Hey, I'll cut your lawn. Hey, just give me like $30. I don't care.
Nice.
$30, I'll cut your grass. I have my tools. You guys don't have to give me nothing. I had this guy 2 blocks down from where he used to live at. He's like, all right, you know what? You keep fucking bugging me. Cut my shit. If you don't cut it, I'm not going to pay you. All right, cool. Don't steal shit. I got cameras. It's fine. My mom lives here. This is where I live at. You can come by. This is where I live at. He sure enough fucking went. Is this your son? Yeah. What do you do now? He's asking me to cut my fucking lawn and this and that. It's like, you know what? I'm like, he's really doing that? He goes, I think you should let him. My mom's like, okay. So my mom let me. We went over there. And the guy actually was a landscaper.
Oh.
So that's where I pretty much started getting my way in.
Really?
So, yeah,
he was an asshole at first,
and
then
an asshole at first, and he saw that I was able to, and he didn't let me go.
Damn.
So he saw what I was able to do, and he was the first guy. Come on, let's go.
Wow.
So I left his house clean, bro.
That was like fate.
Fixed it up, everything. I was like a tweaker right there, like leaving lines all straight just to try to get the job, But it's like my head was already like, I didn't want to be in and out again. Just because I saw the frustration of my parents having to go visit me, the process of them sitting there just to get in there. And times they had their appointment with me. They were in line, and just the time ran out.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see them. They just went to go waste their time the whole day, and they don't let you in. It's like, oh, fuck all that. I was like, there, we're done. So you get to that point where you're just like, I'm gonna keep
You just get sick of it.
Yeah, you get sick of it. And it gets old. It gets boring. Same shit over and over.
The landscaper stuff just seems like fate. I mean, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds of that?
Yeah. I was like, all right, what was the odds of that?